So I volunteered for an ultra. A few weeks ago, I decided to just volunteer in an ultra. And volunteering in an ultra is basically just, depending on what aid station you're at, you help out with you just cheer the runners on, you help out at the aid stations with food, you hand the runners their things, you help out with the race director with loading and unloading depending on what shift you're on. So I asked the race director, I was like, what time do you need the most people? And he's like, I think the night shift. So I was there. Well, he said I didn't have to get there till 7, but I got there at 6 because I'm always super early to places. So I got there. It was an hour and a half drive. Also, this race director, if you volunteer a certain amount of hours, I think you get a free race into one of his races. So it's an hour and a half away. And as you all know, I'm in a bit of a rut with the running. So I kind of needed that inspiration of just watching runners finish, whether it's the back of the pack or the front of the pack. Just seeing people suffer and finish and get through tough times was just inspiring to witness. And all ages from, I don't know, maybe 30s, 20s, 50s, 40s, 60s. I think the oldest might have been in the 60s and 50s. So really inspiring witnessing some people like really struggling at the end, just cramping up and walking, and others just, it was the 50K distance and the 100K distance going on simultaneously. They had the same time limit, and just inspiring. Just especially because it was cold, it was dark, and I think they started at 8 a.m. and it was just like, just waiting around, I was really cold. So also there were other volunteers. I talked to this one guy. He was having some knee problems, and he was also like me. He was just like, he would rather be running the race than volunteering also, but just seeing people run, you're just like, damn, I want to be out there. And it really inspired me to just get back into the training with the ultras. And I do. I miss the suffering. I miss those long, insane distances. And just, it's for everybody. It is for everybody. Like I've seen all ages be able to do it, and it's not like the marathon atmosphere of just, these are all body types, all ages. It's just so inspiring. Anyways, so I got really inspired seeing everybody from the pack to the back of the pack, to the fast people, to the slow people, to the walkers. It was just inspiring because it's like, it's everybody's suffering and everybody's going through stuff and getting through stuff. And anyways, I was also talking to this one person who, she was supporting a runner. She was volunteering at some aid station. Then she came to a start finish where I was told to help out with. And she was like, I think, because I was talking about David Goggins and Nick Bear and how like you can be like big but also be able to do those distances, and she's heard of them, and she was like, I think I would do an Ironman before, because I mentioned I have an Ironman on my bucket list, and she said she's more of a gym goer, CrossFit, like strength training. She bikes here and there, runs a little bit here and there, but she said she'd do an Ironman before she did an ultra, and how her friends who she was supporting was crazy. And just people say, people like, who even thinks of doing those distances? It must be crazy. But yeah, I talked with her a bit, and what else? Yeah, overall, it was just fun. Stayed there. Whew, it was late. So let's see. I had to be there at 7. It's an hour and a half drive. I left by like 4 something. No. feel like I left at 4 something. Got there at like 5:30. Yeah, that makes sense. 30. Got there at like 5:30. So I got there super early. Saw this one person at the start finish, blaring music, having a good time. He was also he said he had some knee problems and he was healing that. So I talked to him for a bit. It was pretty cold and chilly. Saw the race director, who I've seen him for a while. And thing about these races is, if you volunteer a certain amount of hours, you get a free race entry to any of his other races, and that's partly why I did it. But also, partly to get out of this funk and get that inspiration again to just get back into ultras, because I miss the suffering of the prolonged suffering of the ultra distances. But yeah, what time is it now? It's like 3:42 a.m. I left yesterday at 4 something. Stayed there till probably 2. And it was like an hour and a half drive, so I'm back home. And am I tired? I'm a little tired. I was yawning, but I seem to be all right now. I was blaring music, having a good time on the drive back, watching out for cops, because night times and cops, I gotta be wary about that. But I did have a close call. Not really close, but I was also watching out for deer, because it is these like backcountry roads. So, and I'm glad I was paying attention to the road, and even though I had my music playing, this deer was on the side. So I broke. I don't know. I hit the brakes, let the deer pass by, and then continued on. So yeah, I gotta watch out for deer, especially at nighttime. I'm not a fan of driving at night, but it is what it is. So that's my update. I volunteered in Ultra. It was fun. Something new, something to just shake up my routine, because we all know I need to change something. I need to shake up the routine, or do the routine that I set for myself. It's that simple. So yeah, the running has to commence. I do best with a run streak, and I was telling the race director that, of how this year's hasn't been consistent, and he was also saying how he also hasn't felt the best. I don't know. It's just this whole year's been pretty rough, I feel. But yeah, it was fun. It's late or early, depending on how you want to take it. I haven't slept, but I feel pretty good, surprisingly. And I'm not one that drinks caffeine or coffee to stay awake and stuff. So, hey, it's just I switched that part of my brain on, and I'm alive. I'm hyped. So, yeah, volunteering was fun. Talked to maybe 2 people. I talked to more people, but like 2 people that were just kind of waiting around at the start-finish line, more in depth. So, he gave like a whole thing of hummus. That was at the aid station thing. Garlic hummus, huge thing of that, which will be good to gain some weight. And I got 2 of these frozen Beyond Burgers they got from the freezer, and then yeah, go to bed and see what tomorrow brings. Well, today, which is tomorrow. Anyways, I'll catch you all on tomorrow's vlog. I decided to just do a vlog like this. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I know I really want to do vlogs more of like me running, me doing push-ups and pull-ups. I don't know, man. Like this, thank you for getting through this whole year with me, because this year's just been, I don't know, something about this year has been just Next year, I feel like next year I will get so much done. I feel it. I don't know. It's just something in the air. I feel it. Anyways, peace.